morning, everyone. Another Pilates class. We will start down on our mat. You don't need any props to join us today. All you need is your mat. So it's another me and my mat Pilates class. We'll start long on our mat. And from here, find your sit bones, find the length in the spine. And we curl that pelvis in and try to lower down one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the floor. And then our knees come into tabletop position. Turn your palms away and lower the arms to about hip height. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders, keeping the lower half of your body still. And we start pumping the arms up and down 10 times. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the ribs together. Draw the navel down to the spine. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long arms, try not to break at the wrist. If your head gets tired, put it down. Keep going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Draw the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Hopefully we feel a little warmer than when we sat down on our mat. Reaching those arms up to the ceiling, drawing those shoulders back and down. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod that chin to chest. Take your hands behind the thighs, and we're going to help ourselves to come up, sitting up nice and tall. And again, scooping, drawing that navel back. Keep pulling in, keep pulling the ribs together. And lowering down slow with control. Keep those hands where they are. The head goes down. On your exhale, you nod that chin to chest. And help yourself. Try not to use momentum to lift yourself up, but train those abdominals. And get to that challenge point where you're shaking. And roll yourself down. Last 2, inhale, exhale, roll up. Sitting up nice and tall. And again, rounding back, drawing the ribs together, pulling the navel down into the back. And last one, let's hold halfway up. We inhale, on your exhale, nod that chin to chest. Hold here. And we come up an inch and back an inch. Trying to find that challenge point where we get a little shaky. Keep pulling in. Keep pulling the ribs together. And up. And back. And up. And back. Last one. And up. And back. This time up all the way, lengthening through the spine. Hands come by your seat, come back, and extend those legs. Now we're going to put a couple exercises together throughout the class. This one will be spine stretch with the reverse plank. So we're going to stretch the back of the body and then strengthen the back of the body. So it looks like this. Arms are forward, find those sit bones, find the length through the spine. You can either round forward or hinge forward. And then as you come up, stack the spine, hands come by your hips, lift the hips up and down. Again, reach those arms forward and go over that beach ball unless you're hinging. And come up, sitting up nice and tall, hands by your hips. Point those toes, lift the hips and lower. Again, reach those arms forward and forward, stretching the spine, stretching the back of the legs. Hands come by your hips, point the toes, lift the hips, and lower. 2 more. Reach those arms forward, abs are pulled in. Pull the abdominals back as you reach the arms forward, stretch, stretch, stretch. Stack your vertebrae, hands go by your side. Point those toes, lift the hips. And last one, hips down, arms forward. Nice stretch over that imaginary beach ball. Feel the hamstring stretch, feel the upper back stretch, and then hands come just behind the hips. Point those toes, lift the hips. Feel the strength in the back of the body and lower. Wonderful. Reach those arms forward, and we're going into our full roll up. So we curl that pelvis in, roll down. Feel free to go to our roll up prep that we did before with the hands behind the thighs. No worries there. Nod that chin to chest. Keep a orange between the chin and the chest, and try to roll yourself up without lifting those legs, and reach forward and come back. We're still stretching into those hamstrings as we go over. And arms behind you. Again, inhale, exhale, nod that chin to chest, but leave some space so you don't cut off the airway. Try to get those shoulders up. And then the upper spine, middle spine, lower spine off the mat, and stretch forward. Keep your arms by your ears. Keep pulling back and control as you lower down. Control the descent. Last one, inhale, exhale, nod that chin to chest. Roll yourself up. Keep pulling in as you reach over the legs and coming back. Slow with control. Lower back. Middle back. Touches onto the mat. Upper back. And then bring your arms by your side. Now, your feet are going to stay in that flex position. If you need to modify, I want you to bend the left knee. And we're going into single leg circles. So before we begin, let's draw our right knee into our chest. And let's give it a little stretch again. We've been stretching the hamstrings. So let's go into a little tree. Let's extend and bend the leg 2 more times. And then this last one, you're going to hold that leg up there. You're going to walk up your leg. Pull the right leg into the chest. And now walk your hands down the leg, but keep your right leg where it is. Head is down. Arms are nice and long by your side. Now, I know we've been working on control the last couple weeks. I want to see if you can maintain that control, but make your circle a little bigger this time. So our right leg goes down to the right and up on the inside of that left leg. Keep circling down, around, and up. If your left hip is moving, make your circle smaller again. Keep pulling the navel into the spine. So you'll find that as that circle gets bigger, you're going to have to really pull those abdominals in, really knit those ribs together, pull them and draw them in together, and that will help control. Reverse it. You're going to lower on the inside of that left leg out to the right. 4 more. So just trying to make that circle a little bigger today. A little more challenge. A little bit more core control. And you've got 1 more. And hold it here. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders if you can, and pulse that right leg in. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach those arms. 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bend the knee slightly. So we're in that attitude position. We were in attitude a lot yesterday with that bar class. Head goes back down, and I just want you to lower that leg towards the left foot and lift. Lower, stretching into that inner thigh and strengthening. It's a dual exercise where we get 2 benefits instead of 1. Your core is also still working to hold that upper body still. And you've got 4 more. 4, 3, good. 2, and 1. And lower that right leg. You can extend it all the way. Again, we're going to single leg circles on the other side. If you need to modify, put the right foot with a knee bend. If not, extend the leg fully. You're going to bring your left knee into the chest. Hands come behind the leg. And we start with a tree. So we're extending the leg, bending the knee, and extend. Bend. Couple more. Extend. Bend. Extend. Bend. This time extend, hold. Walk your hands up towards the ankle. Reach, reach, reach. Draw that left leg into the chest. Walk yourself down the leg. Hands are by your side. And we lower the leg out to the left and then up on the inside of that right leg. So try again to make that circle a little bigger than what we've done in past weeks. But keep the control, pulling the abdominals in, pulling the ribs together, and not letting yourself rock into your pelvis. Everything is still. And you've got one more. And then reverse it. Lower on the inside of that right leg, take it out to the left and up. Down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Two more. Down, around, and up. Last one. Down, around, and up. From here, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Reach those arms nice and long and pulse into that left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the head, bend that left knee. We lower the left leg down to the floor, lift it up. We lower, lift, lower, lift. And you're working into hip mobility, inner thigh stretch and strength. And 4 more. And 3. Nice work. 2. And 1. And from here, lower that left leg, extend it fully. Either bend the knees to modify for a modified roll up or keep your legs extended. And we inhale, nod that to the chest, roll yourself up. Reach over the legs. One final stretch into the back of the legs and lengthen up nice and long through the spine. Your arms are going to come by your side, lifting your hips to the front, lifting those hips to bring them to the front of the mat for our rolling like a ball. Now, your knees are going to come in close to the chest. The closer they are, the harder this exercise is. The further away they are, the easier it's going to be. So work with what you need to do. Take a little challenge if you've done this before. Now, I want you to draw the navel into the spine. Round that spine, pull the ribs together. And then nod that chin to chest, but leave some space so you don't cut off the airway. Your feet could either stay on the floor to modify or come off the floor for that challenge. We inhale, we roll back to the shoulders. The tips of the shoulders come up and balance. Remember not to let those feet fly up to the ceiling. Keep everything in. Keep pulling in, working those lower abdominals. Inhale, round and roll back. Exhale, up and hold. 3 more. Inhale, round and roll back. Exhale, oh, hold, keep that tight ball, keep those feet in. Try not to let those toes touch, but do if you need to. And last one, inhale, round and roll back. Exhale, up, hold. Reach your hands nice and long. Keep pulling in, keep those feet where they are, and roll just the upper body down. Try to get the lower back, the middle back, and then the upper back. Take those knees into a tabletop position. Arms are nice and long by your side. Head is up. And we touch our right foot to the floor. Lift. Touch your left foot to the floor. Lift. Going into toe taps. Targeting those lower abdominals, but we're also staying lifted if you can. You can put the head down if you need to. Keep going, touching right, then left. And you've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, extend your right leg out. Bring it in. Extend the left leg out. Bring it in and alternate extension if you'd like. If not, stay with those knee taps. As you extend, you want the lower back imprinting into the mat. Then you can go back to neutral. You've got it. Here we go. 4 more. And 3. Stay lifted. 2 and 1. Now from here, extend, lift, lower, just the right leg, lift. You've got 6, lift, 5, stay up, lift, 4, lift, 3, lift, left leg is still, 2, lift, and 1, lift and hold. Bring it back to tabletop. Extend that left leg now. Here we go. Lift for 8, lower, 7, use your breath, 6, and 5. Keep it up, 4, you're almost there. 3, and 2, and 1, and lower. Bring that knee into tabletop, then draw everything in, lower the head down, and we rock side to side. All right, from here, take their knees into tabletop, lengthen those arms to the side, lower both legs to the right, look over your left shoulder. And from here, I want you to take that left arm over and then draw a rainbow back to open the chest. One more, take that left arm over and then rainbow it back. Nice. Let's bring the knees back to tabletop. Lower both legs to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Take that right arm, draw that rainbow, and open. Hopefully this feels really nice for you. We were staying in that chest curl while also working the lower abdominals. And last one. Very nice. Lift those knees back to tabletop. You're going to take your right foot to the floor, your left foot to the floor, and then draw the arms in. Lengthen the legs. And now we turn over onto our belly. So we just did a lot of flexion for our spine. Let's take it into extension. To set yourself up for a single leg kick, your elbows are going to be underneath your shoulders. Now from here, we don't want the abs to sink. If you want to peek in the video here, I'm letting my abs sink to the floor. I want space between my abdominals and the mat, so I have to lift. Now you see that space. My toes are nice and long. My legs are wide, especially if you have any lower back issues. Make the legs the width of the mat. If not, you can bring the feet together. Now, we're going to have to remember our toes are pointed in this position, and then when we go into our elbow plank, we curl those toes under, we lift. So we're putting 2 exercises together again. Let me show you here. Pointing the toes back, abs are staying lifted. We point right foot, release, point left foot, then curl toes under, lift into that elbow plank, lower. Toes go back to the point. Abs are still lifted. Point, 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 point. Flex the feet. Lift the hips. Lower the thighs back down. Uncurl the toes. Point, 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 point. Toes, hips lift, hips lower, uncurl toes. We've got 4 more. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse, curl toes, lift, lower, uncurl. Again, point, 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 curl the toes, lift, lower. 2 more, and point, 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 point. Abs are still lifting in. Curl those toes, lift the hips, and lower. Last one, point, 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 Curl those toes, lift and hold. We've got to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees go down. This time, sit back in child's pose. Nice work, everyone. Reach that tailbone to the back. Reach those arms forward. Length here. And come back on all fours. Going into quadruped. So we want to challenge our balance here a little bit. We're going to start alternating one arm and one leg, reaching forward and back, and then we'll switch sides. We'll do that 8 times, and then we're going to hold on one side, adding a little pulse. So as you're here, remember to pull those abdominals up without rounding the spine. We want our spine nice and long. Alternatively, we don't want the abs to sink to the floor. See how you see a little sway in my back? We don't want those abs sinking. We want the neutral spine. There's our neutral spine. So let's start with our right arm going forward and our left arm going back, reaching towards the opposite walls, and then bringing yourself under. Then we reach and in. This time, reach, lift, and in. Noticing if one side is a little harder to balance on than the other. 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. And this time, bring it in, reach and hold. Turn that palm so it's facing the inside of the body. And we lift up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up. Feeling a little squeeze, working the back of the body. Up and down, up and down. You've got 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Little pulse for 8, 7, 6. Squeeze into that seat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going back to alternating arms and legs. Left arm reaching, right arm back, and then switch. Here's 6. In, 5, in, 4, in, 3, in, 2, in, and 1. Hold it here. Turn that palm into the mid of the body. And we go up an inch, down an inch. You've got it. Keep pulling those abdominals in. Keep keeping a nice long spine. Don't round through the spine. Don't let those abs sink. And we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that left hand down. Keep your right leg extended. Curl those toes under. Then send the other leg back. We're in a full plank now. Keeping those abdominals lifted. Hips are in line with shoulders and feet. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Sit back in child's pose. Reach those arms forward. Tailbone sits back. And from here, we roll ourselves up. Nice and slowly. Head is up. Spine is nice and long. We're going to sit to the side. Bring the feet around. Keep working on the back side of our body for some bridge work. All right. From here, if you're sitting up nice and tall, we could go down through a roll back before we lay all the way down. Arms come by your side, feet come in, and I want us to lift the hips 4 times without articulating through the spine, and the other 4 times we will curl that pelvis in and roll up and down through the spine. So to start, we lift the hips up, we lower the hips down. Again, arms are nice and long by your side. Forearms and palms of the hands pressing in and down. Last one, lift and down. You can stay with the hip lifts if you have any back issues. If not, articulate with me. Curl that pelvis and roll yourself up through the spine. And then curl that pelvis and roll yourself down through the spine. Again, curl in, roll up. And curl in to roll down. Last two, curl that pelvis in. Lift each vertebrae separately. And as you go down, touch each vertebrae sequentially. Going down, last one, we're gonna stay up. Curl that pelvis in, roll yourself up. Hold it here. And we lower the hips down an inch and lift an inch. We lower the hips down an inch and lift. You've got it. 4, lift. 3, lift. 2, lift. 1, hold it here. And then let's take it into some marching. So we're gonna lift one knee into tabletop and then lower. Lift the other knee into tabletop, lower. You're alternating left and right without letting those hips drop. We're extending up through the hips. We're squeezing into that seat, strengthening into our glute. You've got 4 more. And 3. Keep up the good work. 2. Last one. And take your foot to the floor. Curl that pelvis and roll yourself all the way down. One bone at a time. Nice work. Let's go into some more core work. I'm going to scoop myself a little bit further down onto the mat. Get yourself right in the middle. And our knees come into the tabletop position. Our arms reach out nice and long. Head, neck, and shoulders are up. We alternate one leg, then the other. Alternate. So we are starting where we left off with those legs. One leg was working, now both legs are working. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, reach 3, 2, and 1. Try to stay up. Knees into tabletop, head, neck, and shoulders stay up. We reach both legs out and in. Both legs out and in. Both legs out and in. This last one, both legs out. Hold. Could you take your arms behind you and hold? You've got to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come in, and let's take a little breather. Head is down, knees into tabletop. Rock side to side. Okay, moving on. Knees back into tabletop, head, neck, and shoulders up. Let's go into scissors. So we're not holding on to the legs today. Our arms are reaching by our side. And switch, switch. Scissors, can you lift up higher through the head, neck, and shoulders? Look at the thighs. We have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels come together. Lower together. Lift together. Lower together. Lift together. Your head could be down if you need to. Lower together. Lift together. Last 2, lower together. Lift together. And last one, lower together. Lift together. Now we're going to take our knees back to tabletop and our arms come up to the ceiling. Working on obliques this time, we're taking, I need to give you a break, don't I? That's a lot of work to do. Head is down, knees are in. I was feeling a little adventurous there. Take a little break, rock side to side. And now we'll work our obliques. So arms go back up to the ceiling. Knees are back to that tabletop position. And from here, we're gonna extend both legs, but our right hand comes in between the legs and our left hand comes on the outside of the legs. Feeling that right oblique engage. And then lower down, your head can stay up or it can lower all the way down. Then the left hand comes in between, the right arm goes to the side and back to center. Keep going, let's flow for 8. Reach 7 and 6. You got it, and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and bring it all the way in. Take those arms around, knees come into the chest, and rock side to side. All right. Before we go into our side body work, let's turn over onto our belly and go into a double leg kick. All right. From here, we will put double leg kick and swimming in together. We will just swim with the legs. So hands come high on the spine, one hand on top of the other. Legs are together, elbows are down. Look over your right shoulder. And let's kick the seat 3 times. We kick, 2, 3, lift the chest, extend those legs, flutter kick for 10, 9, stay up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down, lower the legs, hands come high, look over your left shoulder, same thing, kick 3 times, 1, 2, 3, lift and extend. Extend those arms, lift the chest, lift the legs. Flutter kick for 10, just the legs, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, look over your right shoulder one more time on each side. Legs are close together, kick the seat 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Lift and extend, arms are nice and long. Chest is up, legs are up, flutter kick for 10, 9, 8, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, look over your left shoulder, arms are high, 3 kicks, 1, 2, 3, lift and extend. Here we go, flutter kick for 10, 9, this is it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Nice work. Let's take ourselves to the side. So turn over onto one side. Line yourself up with the back of your mat. Take your top hand on right in front of your belly button on the mat. Lift both legs up and then to the front corner. Lift that top leg slightly off the bottom. Slight point. You don't have to fully point. And we start with front back. So it goes pulse, pulse. Try and get that toe towards the belly button. And squeeze to the back. No pulse. Don't let your shoulders move. Abs are pulled in. Ribs are knitted together. Keep going. Pulse, pulse. Squeeze to the back. Pulse, pulse. Squeeze to the back. 2 more. Pulse, pulse. Squeeze to the back. Last one. Pulse, pulse, and squeeze to the back. Feet are together. Little circles. 1, circle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, lift that leg up to the ceiling. Toe goes to the knee. Down the leg. Again, lift. Point to the toe, to the knee, and down the leg. Lift that leg up. Toe to knee, and down the leg. Last one, lift. Toe to knee, down the leg. Reverse it. In. Extend and down, and in, extend and down. 2 more. In, extend and down. Last one.
in, extend and down. 4 kicks, lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Bend the bottom knee. Keep the other leg long. Come up on your elbow. Reach that arm to the side. We're lifting those hips up, getting a nice side stretch, and lowering down. 3 more, and we lift. If anybody wants more, you can extend that bottom leg. You've got 2 more. Lift those hips and lower. Last one, lift up. Hold it here. Hold. Getting that nice stretch in the side body and coming on up. Now, extending that bottom leg and bring the feet to the front before we move on to the other side. Reach those arms. Let's find some rotation in our upper spine. Keep your feet really still. Keep those hips really still and even. And we rotate one direction and back to center. You use that breath. Exhale as you rotate. Inhale as you come back to center. Shoulders down. Exhale, rotate. Hips are anchored. Don't let them move. Exhale, rotate and down. Now coming down on your other side. Line yourself up with the back of your mat. Prop your head up if you'd like, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then hand comes right in front of the belly button for support. Both legs come to the front corner of your mat, so you're in this jackknife position. Keep that hip reaching towards the feet. Keep the length through that side body. Lifting that top leg, we start with front back. Little pulse, pulse, and back. Again, we're trying to get the stretch in the hamstring, reaching that toe, trying to get it in line with the belly button. Don't worry if it doesn't get there. Whatever your range of motion allows. I'm sure some people might be able to kick all the way up to the shoulder. I did it on that side. And 2 more, pulse, pulse, squeeze, last one, and pulse, pulse, and squeeze. Starting with slow circles, moving to quicker circles. Circle 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And little quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift that leg up in a point. Take the toe to the knee and down the leg. Lift up, toe to knee, down the leg, and up. Toe to knee, down the leg. Last one, up, toe to knee, down the leg. Reverse it. In, extend, down the leg. 3 more. In, extend, to the foot. Last 2. In, extend, and down. Last one. In, extend, and down. Wonderful. Take that bottom knee, bottom leg, bend at the knee. Keep that top leg extended to the side. Come up on your elbow. Reach the top arm to the side. And we lift our hips up, getting that nice side stretch. And lower down. Again, lift those hips up. Reach that top arm. And down. Think about reaching to the wall, but not letting the shoulder fall down. We want to feel the stretch in the top of the body, on that side of our body. And last one. Lift those hips up. Hold. Reach, 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 reach. And lower down. Very nice job. Let's turn over onto our back. One more time, and we're going to go back into that reverse plank, but we're going to add a little progression now. So extend both legs nice and long, try to stay lifted through the chest, and we bring our right toe to knee and extend. So this is just practice for the progression. Left toe to knee and down. Right toe to knee, down, and left toe to knee, down. Now we're going into that reverse plank, and we bring right toe to knee, down. You can stay what we were doing with that prep, and down. You've got 4 more, in, down, other leg, down, keep going, in, down, other leg. Nice work, last 2. Keep it up, hips up, and down, lower the hips. From here, reach those arms out nice and long, curl that pelvis in, and roll yourself all the way down to the floor. All right, we got a couple more minutes left before we're done. And of course, we can't complete any Pilates class without a teaser. So let's do some progressions today. We'll start with our feet together, our knees together, and our arms up to the ceiling. Now, with both feet flat on the mat, we take our arms back, around, scoop, so it's going back, circle around, then we scoop, roll up, coming up halfway. All right, I like that circle that goes around, kind of connects and helps you roll up. So we extend those arms back, circle the arms around to the side. Once they come towards the side, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, roll yourself up, and extend through the spine. You can also, when those arms come around, help yourself behind the legs, and then scoop and roll back. So feel free to stay there. Now, if you want to progress, extend that right leg nice and long. And again, same thing with the arms. Inhale those arms back without letting those ribs flare up to the ceiling. Circle those arms around, nod that chin to chest, roll up. The right leg goes to the left knee. And then roll down, the right leg lowers. And the arms come back around. Again, inhale, exhale, circle arms, nod that chin to chest, roll up, extend through that spine, and then curl that pelvis in. The arms go back down, circling around overhead. Last one, inhale, exhale, nod that chin to chest, circle those arms around, lift up, and then roll down, touching each vertebrae of your spine sequentially to the mat, lowering the leg as well. Let's switch to the left leg. 4 on the left side. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Nod that chin to chest. Pull the abdominals in, and lift up. And scoop and roll yourself all the way down. Circle those arms around back. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, nod that chin to chest, lift, 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 lift. And then slowly lower yourself with control. The slower, the more abdominal work you're going to get. And inhale, exhale, nod that chin to chest, roll yourself up. And then circle those arms down, around, and up. Here's our last one. Inhale. Exhale, nod that chin to chest, roll yourself up, hold, and scoop and roll yourself all the way down. All right, taking those arms back by your side, and then our knees come into tabletop. From here, our arms come up to the ceiling, then they go back behind us, circle around, nod the chin to the chest, those toes go forward away from you, and you roll up. Good, and then roll back down. This one's a little bit more challenging, so stay with one of the beginning preps if you'd like. Last 2, inhale, exhale, nod that chin to chest, roll up, hold, and then scoop and roll all the way down. We're gonna stay up here, and then we're going into open leg rocker, but with a tabletop position. Inhale, exhale, nod that chin to chest, roll up. If you're not here, find that balance point on your sit bones, grab a hold behind the legs, Round the spine, scoop the abdominals in, really feel those lower abdominals pulling in, and we inhale, roll back to the shoulders, exhale up, try to keep those legs still, don't let them fly up to the ceiling. Inhale, roll back to the shoulders, exhale up, 2 more, inhale, round and roll back. Exhale up, last one, inhale, round and roll back. Exhale up, stay here. Extend those arms, hold, keep pulling in. And then if you'd like, extend those legs and extend the spine. Once you've got your position, you could release, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your right foot to the floor. Take your left foot to the floor. Feet stay together, knees open to the side, and scoop and roll all the way over. You might have been holding on into the hip flexors if you extended the legs. Take those arms out and then straighten the spine. Just try to keep walking those feet out, deepening the stretch in the hips. And walk yourself in. Now extend the right leg to the side. Reach the left arm out to the side. And nice side stretch here. And back to center. And take your right foot, bring it on in. Extend the left leg to the side. Right arm out to the side. And side stretch over. And coming on up. And bring the feet together. Arms out to the side. Again, side stretch, either direction. And back to center. And side stretch the other leg. And back to center. And hands come on your feet. One last time, scoop round forward. Getting that nice stretch into the hips. And then lengthen through the spine. Walk the hands on out. But your gaze is up. And round and roll all the way up. Cross at the ankles or extend the legs, whatever feels comfortable for you. Reaching those arms out in front of the knees or out by the side of the body. Closing your eyes. Inhaling and exhaling. One more, inhaling. And on your exhale, gently open the eyes. Lift those arms up to the ceiling. Keeping that nice long spine, bring the hands together and then down in heart center. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Thanks, Katie.